And welcome back to Marlowe House Presents
Again.
Legends of the Wild
Again.
Wastes. Again. So we should be...
So I'm still Monica Marlowe.
And I'm still Andrew Marlowe, and when we edit this all together, it won't matter. And
Okay, well, we've been having some technical difficulty. Oh my gosh, wonder if we need a new router.
no, it looks
There
like
it
it might
goes.
be OBS
Oh,
having
there
some
it
issues.
is.
There it goes.
Are we
Oh,
back?
we're back. We're back.
Okay.
I'm thinking there needs to be an OBS update again.
Quite possibly.
All right, so quick, let's game. We're out in the desert.
Around the desert, and...
We're going down the path.
Right.
Are you following me?
Are you
Now
gonna
here's Finn with desert weather. It's hot!
And what about tomorrow?
Still hot!
Okay. And dry.
And sandy.
Get...
Let's
No,
sit down.
there's no sand.
It's hard.
Hard
It's
pack.
hard. It's
Whoa.
hard. It's hard baked earth.
This is hard on my hoofers.
Yes. Apparently our children are getting ready, so if you hear strange noises, it's them.
Could also be me.
It's not you.
It's frequently...
It might have been you, but no, they're walking around upstairs. So, and apparently the house got hot enough the air conditioner came on, so we apologize. But it's hot.
It's been one of those nights.
Yes. We're just gonna ignore
Actually,
it.
it's been one of those days for me all day long.
Yep, we're just gonna play.
So we're just gonna push on through.
We can't hear. Okay, well, good. Thank you, Michael.
You can't hear the AC.
We can when we listen to it. When we listen
We
to the
listen
playback,
to the playback,
you definitely can.
but that's all right.
As long as you don't think you can, that's all that matters.
I'm good with that information.
I'm sure you've probably suffered some kind of hearing loss. You should
Well-
probably see a doctor.
It could also be how we're hearing it,
It could.
or how we're playing it, rather.
I was messing with you, Michael. All right, so, fully guy, focus. We're going through the desert. So we're going through the desert.
He's going through the desert on a horse with no name. I couldn't help it.
I knew you were gonna say that. You just couldn't give that damn horse a name.
Doesn't have a name.
So you guys are gonna follow this path?
Yes.
All right.
And yes, he has
It
severe.
is actually sort of hard to follow during the daylight hours,
All right, well, we can follow it
Um,
at night.
but as the sun sets, you can see the black ribbon cut through the desert.
Ooh, all right.
Well, isn't that fancy?
It is.
And the desert seems to glow blue, except in this area where this like black ribbon
Where it's just
path
dark.
goes through.
All right, well, I guess we should travel
Well.
at night.
Nothing's gonna ambush us here.
Not at all. I mean, surely we'll see their shadows as they cross in front of the blue light before they get to us, right?
No, that's fine. Let's go. There's treasure to be had.
All right.
Okay. So you cross through. On about day 3 or 4. How are you guys sleeping at night?
No, well,
during
we're
the
not.
day?
Well, so during the day, we could. My thoughts are that we probably actually split up our sleep and sleep in the early morning. I mean, there's nowhere to get shade out here, is there?
It is expansive, open. Every so often you'll see a blackened tree that has just withered and is charred on the outside.
It wouldn't be too much to ask that these horses were air conditioned, would it? It was worth a shot.
That might be the next upgrade. Just a little bit of frost magic.
I mean, really, well, it's possible that we have like a lean-to or something. I mean,
You probably
we
have some
probably
sort of,
do.
You probably have some sort of You could have a tent. I mean, that would be something you could bring with you,
Right. And so we would set it up for shade.
which is fine.
So I mean, I'm thinking that we would travel as long as we could until the sun really started to get high enough, and then we would sleep during the heat of the day and then travel at night, because it's actually probably a better way to do it anyway.
That would be the most survivable way to do it.
Right, because we would be utilizing less energy trying to keep cool.
No.
Right.
So it makes more sense to travel at night anyway.
Right. So you're traveling at night, especially since you have a clear path.
Right.
So
I mean, that's not true in the long dark, but that's different. You freeze to death there.
So on the second night through the desert, as you're on your way through this, so you're a whole day into this fire blasted land,
Okay.
and that night you're traveling the road, trying to get as much of the cool of the evening as you can. Unfortunately, that cool is broken by the heat from the ground, both residual from the sun and the ever-present flames just mere feet from where you're trying to walk. And as you're making this trek, I would like you both to give me intellect tests for perception.
I have some of that.
This sounds like wilderness survival kind of stuff.
I would go with wilderness survival.
A 17!
Good thing, too.
What did you roll?
I rolled an 8.
Okay. Do either one of you have skills to be applying
I'm
to
trained
this?
in perception.
Okay.
I'm trained in wilderness survival kind of stuff.
Okay. So Scott,
No.
you notice as you're like traveling through, obviously this is an alien sort of landscape. It's not something that is so natural that it really is a perfect match. But you're kind of trying to get a feel for things, and you're keeping an eye out, and you hear this sort of like rumble. Now, Monica, you hear the rumble.
Shoo.
It is not you.
You hear the rumble, but you also see, off in the distance, the flames have started to kind of gout out and rise up in this one sort of like snaking path towards you.
So it's undulating.
It is undulating.
That can't be
The
good.
flames are kind of rising up to about 2.5 feet.
Oh, we have a problem. See out there? There's something coming toward us.
Oh, aye.
Run faster.
So as
I have a
you,
feeling it's not going to help, but okay.
like try to move down the road faster, it seems to like move towards you, and you can see it actually making more movement towards you.
All right, so okay, apparently it seems to be focusing on our. But if we stopped, but then we'd be trapped here.
And then the
Yeah,
earth,
this didn't go that well.
No,
the earth starts to tremble as it kind of comes
I
closer.
knew I should have took cover.
Guys, give me a initiative check.
14.
15.
Ooh,
Are either one of you trained in initiative?
heck no.
No.
Anybody spent any effort on that?
Heck no.
No.
Who's got time to spend effort on that kind of stuff?
Okay.
Gonna need that for later.
Who had the 15?
Scott, he goes first. I do not.
Okay. So there's an explosion that like bursts up out of the ground near you. Both of you go ahead and give me speed defense checks
Ooh,
I had that.
I have some of that.
Do you?
as flaming rubble bursts
13.
all around you.
I get 2 of those.
I'm pretty sure that 13's not going to help, but I'm not
I
gonna
have
spend
17,
17. Okay.
and I'm skilled.
And you are skilled.
that. I have my defense. I don't think I took speed defense.
So,
Or sorry, specialized.
Oh, wait. I get an automatic effort and speed, so I'd like to go ahead and use that.
okay. So you both manage to avoid the worst of the debris
Uh-huh.
as it comes showering down around you. A long, segmented body appears with this gaping maw of teeth, just row on row of teeth.
I hate desert worms. There's always bad news.
Bull crap.
Kind of comes up out of the debris, and you can see it is there are flames and things just kind of like rolling off of it.
Like the blue flames?
Yeah, like it's coated in something that's burning.
This is not good. Alright, so who goes...
And it gets this like hissing as it appears.
Nice.
So Scott,
Yo.
it bursts out of the ground, and while it is surprising, you can still act.
I hate you. Oh, that wasn't you. That was Terry. I don't like him anymore either.
Amniotic oatmeal. I will spend 2 intellect points for
Okay.
Soothe the Savage.
Okay?
Easy there, big fella. Calm down. Just take it easy.
Okay. So you spend 2 of those. Go ahead and give me an intellect roll.
Nothing that would add to that. That is a 10.
You don't have anything to add to it?
I don't have any skills to add to that or anything.
Okay.
Effort? Did you already use your effort?
I spent for the
Oh, you had to spend for it.
But that doesn't apply to effort.
No.
oh.
You can still apply effort. That's just the cost for the action.
Man, I hate to do this, but yeah.
I know. It's like...
Yeah, 2 effort.
Put 2 effort on it?
Yeah.
That makes it enough. So you kind of like... And it sort of like wobbles its head down and kind of starts to rest itself back on the ground.
Oh my god, if
And you can see as it does so, you can see what almost appear to be in those flames like bindings.
Oh. If you say the sun's going down, I'm gonna punch you.
The sun's getting real high. We're gonna have to sleep soon.
Oh my god. So can I see that stuff too? At that point?
He's kind of like doing this.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you can kind of see there are like these like bright, shiny, almost like bindings wrapped around it.
Are they
Like alchemical rune bindings, or
They're
like
like
actual?
metal?
They're like
chains?
like
Harness.
thin glowing filaments. So maybe alchemical.
Okay, so the problem is if we release this thing, that doesn't stop it from eating us anyway. But this doesn't look good.
And you're kind of doing like your calm down, and they start to get brighter and brighter,
Mm-hmm.
and it starts to like thrash. It doesn't take an action this round because you are calming the savage beast, but it is clear that something else is causing it to fight back, and it will probably be back into full frenzy any moment.
Okay, I'm going to do
And
something
Monica, you're
stupid. I'm going to do something stupid. I'm going to try to go over and see if I can, like, put my hand between the filament and the worm. Can I, like, or is it on it?
It's really tight in.
Okay, but I can't actually get something between it.
No, I mean, it's like tight up against the skin of it. You want to try to squeeze your fingers underneath it. You can try, but it does not look like that is going to be something easily done.
That's what I want to try to do.
Okay.
So
what am I doing? So, I mean, am I rolling? What am I doing?
So you go over, and we're just going to... You reach under it. You kind of like force your armored hand beneath it, and it starts to melt through your armor. It starts to like sear and cut its way through.
I fire off cutting light.
Okay.
It does 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Through my hand. So my hand like bursts into electrical, but it comes back toward me because it's out of my palm.
So you like rip your hand free of the filament.
You
break that one.
Okay.
But it is one of thousands.
All right, so they're not. So it's not. So is it kind of like a net then?
It looks like it's just wrapped up. But if you wrap up something really tight, many times,
so it's like thread on a spindle.
You can cut one piece of that thread, but it doesn't necessarily unloosen the whole thing.
Okay.
Who did this to you?
Well, that wasn't very helpful.
I think it's just in too much pain.
And it thrashes some more. You gonna try to continue to soothe it?
Yeah.
Don't
have much more intellect points to throw at it though.
Yeah.
You can feel it as you're like trying to do this, and you can feel it fighting with you.
Yeah, it's gonna break free on that one.
What'd you roll?
5.
Yeah. At which point it does. It kind of, you're like, calm down. Shh. Sun's getting real low. And you're doing your thing. Or sorry, sun's getting real high. And,
no, it remains calm for 1 minute.
Yes, but that's under normal circumstances.
Okay.
This is it would be calm.
It's under an effect.
Right. It's under a different effect. And instead of just saying it fails, I gave you an action. Because it was a really cool use of your ability, and I'm like, hey, that really works. So for this, it would be like constant. You're basically combating with the effect that it's already under.
Okay.
If it weren't under this effect, it'd have been calmed down for a minute, and that would be easy. But it starts to like reel back, and it pulls up into, full erect, and kind of like undulates, and it starts like swinging against the threads, and you can kind of see where they actually like cast down and into the earth in like this, it is almost like a webbing, but it's not like it's actually.
So it's kind of there, but it's also kind of not.
Right.
When I broke through it, was it? I mean, there was a physical presence, but it wasn't okay.
Yeah, and it lashes out at you because that was actually painful to it. So you're gonna need to give me a speed defense.
Okay, I'm sure I'm gonna fail this. Wish me luck. It'd be better if I could just take the might, because I get 3 might. 16 plus an effort.
Okay. So with the 16 and the effort, it like comes slashing down towards you, and you sidestep just a little bit, and you can feel its weight hit the ground right next to you, where it like dives down face first, and you can get the impression that it was actually trying to bite you. And its mouth is big enough that it could probably fit most of your armor in the mouth, if not all of it.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I picked this up. Stasis.
It's too big.
Is it? Ah, shit, you just had to know that, didn't you?
I knew
My
that.
my favorite trick against my sister?
I know. Oh,
I'm gonna go into combat. No, you're not.
You're right. I forgot. It's a larger. You're right. My character's only action at this point would be to. Is it down on the ground?
It smacked its face into the ground.
I far step behind its head.
Okay.
Now I'm on it.
Okay.
I'm just trying to stay out of its way at this point.
Okay. So you up onto it.
Yeah. Any ideas?
So in a burst of crackling electricity, you zap to the top of it, right behind its head.
Caught the treads.
That was hard. These are not easy to cut. And obviously it didn't like that. Okay.
I mean, if it came down to it, you could probably stay well ahead of it.
Okay.
Blinky, blinky, blinky.
I know, but what about you? All right, so we do our free talk time.
Okay.
I've already taken
Scott,
my.
you're up.
If it's cutting through armor, I have nothing that's gonna cut through these things.
I mean, our best chance is to take it out.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to say that, but
I know.
it's not super intellectual and.
Yeah. Actually, it only started once we started getting further in, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna move up the road.
It's gonna follow you.
Okay.
Okay. He moves up the road.
All right, so you run up the road.
Yeah.
And it kind of and with you hanging from its back, it pursues Scott.
This is awesome! Keep running.
Scott, give me a speed roll. It is trying to chase you down.
Straight speed or speed defense?
Speed and effort. It is basically just trying to outmove you.
Okay.
This is raw speed to speed.
I will throw the.
If you've got running or something like that as a skill.
Oh, I do actually have running.
Oh, yay!
Yay!
That would apply.
Cool. Then running and an effort. We've got a 10 on the die.
All right, so you got 2 levels dropped basically.
Yeah.
And a 10 on the die.
5.
Okay. 10 on the die, you're good. It is right behind you, though. And you can see May clinging to its back, bouncing along. May, why don't you go ahead and give me a might roll to try to stay on? Because it is bucking and moving because it is a segmented worm moving fast, way faster than you had thought.
Okay, so I get an automatic effort in might as well. And I rolled a 6. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be back there for very long.
So for the first few steps, she's up there, and then you can see where she slides further back down onto the tail. You don't actually fall off yet. You were close, so you just kind of slide down the back of the worm before grabbing on again.
So what's the plan?
What are the threads doing while we get further in?
They seem to actually be like pulling through the earth, but they stay with it.
They're still on it.
Not getting any tighter, and they're not getting any looser.
Can I try to cut through them a little bit more surgically?
You can try.
Okay.
So you do like cutting light.
But I'll do it like smaller and try to keep it like at a shorter so that it's not. And I can use that once per round for free, basically, because my edge is not sufficient to cover it.
So give me another might roll.
Oh my god!
Because now you're trying something finessey while trying to hold on.
I rolled a 3, and even with my automatic effort.
All right, so you like cut one of them
before
getting knocked loose because you've let go with both hands, and you go sailing into the dirt in the middle of the flames.
That's fine. I'll just get back on the horse. I'll just get back on the worm again next round.
Scott.
Yo.
Are you still running?
Yep.
Go ahead and give me another speed roll.
The hell is up with that die today?
I don't know. It's not a fan of me today. Yeah, still the 2, but I rolled a 5.
Okay. So this time it actually catches up with you. And it reaches down. You can see, you kind of like make that mistake of looking back, and all you see is this black maw and teeth as it starts to engulf you.
That can't be good. I'm pretty sure that's a bad thing.
So it's making its attack roll on its action.
Speed defense. I'm specialized with speed defense. Nat 20.
So you hit the ground. Well, actually, what's the Nat 20 look to you?
Nat 20. Got this maw. You make the mistake of looking back. The maw coming down. Oh, Christ. And, what? Let's make it funny. I've made the mistake of looking back. I trip over my own feet and go into a forward roll. And come back up running.
You kind of like forward roll, but you forward roll to the side a little bit. And I was actually going to kind of say like you deliberately did that. So it might be an accident on your part, but it looks awesome and deliberate to anybody.
No, I totally meant to do that.
Except for the audience who watches it. Except for the audience who gets to see inside your helmet going, ah!
That was amazing! I'm the only person who falls for it because I'm half a mile back on my own butt.
Man, he's good.
Yeah. No, he's not. I'm never going to tell you that ever.
But you kind of like roll to the side a little bit, and it hits the ground, and it burrows into the ground, breaking up that bit of the clear path.
Okay.
Right there, and leaving a 10-foot hole where it was as it heads down.
The spice must flow. I jump up closer to Phineas, and but I'm on the other side of the hole.
Okay. So you're gonna like teleport across it?
Well, yeah, because I have far steps, so I don't have. So those pesky holes are
matter mine. So you lightning crackle across it.
Yes.
The
heck are you doing up here?
Ronan, what are you doing?
Waiting for you. We got to get out of here. Audience
Ta-da!
is spilling food.
So, you guys continue charging for a little bit longer. Kind of take a break, get yourself a breather, probably.
You mean it doesn't? You mean it doesn't come back after us right away?
Doesn't seem to.
That's weird. I would have expected it to not give up so easily.
Maybe we've moved out of its territory.
That seems pretty unlikely. I mean, really? Do animals have such rigid territories?
So you're kind of having that moment of like trying to talk to one another, and you can feel the ground starting to shake.
See, I told you so. What kind of an animal expert are you?
Since we had a moment. That's balls.
Did you get a 1?
Yeah.
keep moving.
For Christ's sake.
I knew I should have taken over. Would have been
So you start
much
running
better.
again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't have much of a choice.
All right, so as you start running again, behind you can hear the... And it just basically starts being a pile. The path that you were on starts to disappear as it just becomes a pile of debris. And it kind of comes up out of that again, and it almost looks like it's leaping towards you. And the whole body of it is kind of like turning in the air, because, anime.
That would be amazing if it weren't coming to kill us.
Slobber glistening in a spiral.
All right, and we're going to go ahead, just for simplicity, we're going to hang on to the same initiative order.
Okay.
Monica.
Yeah?
Do me a favor.
I can.
Actually, you know what? We're going to do it this way.
Oh no! We're gonna do something. He's gonna give me an intrusion, and I'm gonna have to
I
take
am.
cards. I hate him. He is the worst. There.
So,
I'm
you
about to
see
die.
it, like, pouncing on Scott.
Uh-huh.
It's making its leap, and it's going to land on Scott, and you're almost blindsided by the fact that a second one curls up, and the ground underneath you buckles.
Okay.
And you kind of, it's something else has come along, and it starts to tear up the same way, but it does it right under your feet, and so it kind of knocks you down.
Okay.
If you fail your speed defense roll,
I'm pretty
And-
sure I will. Okay.
and that one is attacking you as it comes out of the ground.
All right. I get the automatic effort.
So go ahead, and both of you roll speed
Well,
defense.
it landed on its side.
Scott,
What was it?
go ahead and roll a speed defense.
Well, it's a 9.
Do you have automatic effort?
Yes.
18!
All right. So how many automatic efforts do you have, Monica?
I just have one.
Okay.
My die doesn't like any better.
And what did you roll, Scott?
19.
Okay, so you're fine. You look over as a second one basically gets the surprise on Monica. You're knocked off your feet, and it comes down, and this one kind of comes up out of the ground, and on your armor, and half engulfs you.
Okay. I'm right where I want to be. I learned this from Drax.
So you're gonna
Why
go
does
ahead,
she stick on the inside?
so you're gonna go ahead and take 9 points of damage, less your armor.
Okay.
Boo!
That's what I'm thinking. For might or speed?
It's damage, so it might.
Well, but I get might defense rolls. That's why I'm asking. I get additional. That's why I'm asking.
Might defense rolls are for.
Okay. All right. I just
Damage always comes off your might first, unless it is something that is specifically, and then it's usually intellect.
Okay. All right. Is it my turn then?
It is your turn.
Okay. Because you kind of skipped
And you-
Scott, but Scott was running.
Scott was running.
Okay. I'm sorry, Scott. All right.
You guys were both running, but
So I'm half consumed. So I don't have line of sight on anything. I don't have line of sight on anything, correct?
an uvula.
All right. Well, then I'm going to shoot at. I'm going to
Basically, the
electrocute
inside
that.
of the. I'm not serious, but I mean something in the inside of the worm, which
Right.
anime. It probably is like.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start cutting.
So you just start throwing small lightning bolts inside.
Pretty much, they do 5 points of damage. I'm
Okay.
pretty certain I don't have to roll to touch anything. That's what it's gonna look like. It's gonna be so mad.
Okay.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
So Scott,
Very,
kind of skid
very,
around.
very Popeye of you.
Mm-hmm.
And there are 2 of them.
At a glance, does the other one seem to have the same harness set up?
Yes.
Man, didn't want to have to do this.
Help!
It's enemy. Ah!
Pretty much.
I sidle up between the 2 of them. And with Mighty Blow, I can attack them both at the same time.
Sure.
And I'm going to aim specifically for the places that these harnesses are at, because they seem to hurt them.
Okay.
And maybe to be kind of like bopping a shark on the nose. You'll go away, shark.
Well, they're kind of like wearing fishnet as far as I can tell. And it's not really a harness so much as it's like fancy stockings.
Well,
Am I right?
like filament.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of given
Oh well, I think he's got
that
it.
would have been really funny if they were the same number.
What did you end up with?
A 15 and a 16.
Okay. So that hits with both of them. So a Mighty Blow, you hit both worms. What's that do damage wise?
6 for me.
Okay.
All right, it's their turn.
So the one that's got you
Uh-huh.
bites again,
Okay.
and you slip further inside if you fail your might defense.
My might defense or my speed defense?
Now it is might defense.
Okay, well that...
Because now it is crushing and spraying you with acid.
Okay, well I get a +3 to that.
Yeah.
And an automatic effort. And I rolled a 19.
All right, so you basically like stand your ground, and it can't. You manage to like plant yourself, although its muscles are like squeezing and contracting and trying to force you down its gullet. You don't go anywhere.
That's because I just cut through the muscle that it needed on that side to... I've been cutting through the one side of its like tongue, so it doesn't have very good control. What? Okay.
I don't know if I'm supposed to grab a fire extinguisher or return fire.
Oh, it's the Friday before the 4th of July.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Okay.
So since I get the effect that I've kind of started to cut through its tongue, so in the back it's not attached in the back, so it doesn't have it doesn't have control over its tongue in the way it's used to, so it's ineffective.
Okay.
That's what I'm going with.
All right.
That's my minor effect.
That's your minor effect.
Yeah.
So it's having a harder time swallowing,
Yes.
and it'll have a harder time swallowing going forward.
Yeah, because I'm going to keep going. And I shave this thing's tongue right off.
So, yeah, go ahead and do your shaving there, Monica.
Okay.
While the other one goes after Scott again.
All right. I'd like to spend effort for extra.
So it is trying to bite you, Scott.
I'd like to spend an extra effort for
defense.
damage.
Okay.
Actually, I can spend 2 effort.
9 on the die, 2 for speed defense, and then the 1 for the automatic effort.
Okay. So you managed to avoid it again.
Wait, I really have to roll to hit it with my hands? I mean, all I have to do is like get my hands close to it.
You do want the option for the critical success, right?
Oh, okay, you're right. I forgot. I rolled a 17 and I put 2 effort into it for
look at
damage.
that.
So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Is that right? I get 3 for each of the... Is it 3 for the effort or just 2?
It's 3 for the effort.
Okay, so
3 for each level of effort.
So that's 6, 11, 6, and 5 is 11, 12. 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. See?
Well, I wasn't sure. I was like confused. It didn't occur to me that I don't know. I'm not used to getting extra points because I roll high. I never do that. I'm just lucky to hit shit.
Okay.
Still not dead, huh?
It's still not dead.
That's unfortunate.
It is oozing something all over you, though.
That can't be good. Good thing I have hedge magic. What are you doing?
The fire swamps.
The fire swamps. Okay. It's your turn.
Is me.
Is you.
Is you.
One more time. Don't drop that. Probably miss. Both times.
Both
They're
times.
just out of reach.
Okay.
So I rolled
The
a
ones-
6
the
and
one-
I rolled an 8.
The one's flailing. He's really unhappy because now his tongue is almost loose.
6 and an 8. Yeah. And did you have effort and things applied?
Not for that.
Okay. So yeah, not enough. The worm on you, Scott, is going to try to bite you again.
I don't like that guy. He's a jerk.
He is a jerk.
He is. No, he's not.
Nat 20.
Okay, so you're avoiding spectacularly again. What does that one look like?
That one, I think
He runs into your weapon and takes some damage, maybe?
I was actually thinking a little bit of control the field on that one.
Okay.
It comes in for the bite. Position myself in front of the other one,
Mm-hmm.
and then roll out of the way so that it still gets the bite, just on its friend.
I'm okay with that.
Man, if that other worm snakes my kill, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm just kidding. I hope it dies.
Solo kill, solo kill.
So, Monica,
Yes. Yes.
go ahead and give me another might defense roll. You have an asset to this roll
Okay.
because you have been cutting its muscles.
Okay. That's good because I think I rolled a 5, but that still gives me at a -4.
Do you reduce the difficulty by 4?
Yes.
So-
Oh, and actually 5 because I get an automatic.
All right, then you
might.
don't reduce. Then you don't have to worry about it at all.
I didn't have to roll it. Oh, yay!
Nope. This round you're not rolling it at all.
Yay!
5 was the difficulty.
Yay!
So you basically have kept it from being able to swallow you at all. You are now way too big to swallow.
I'm too big to swallow.
You are too big to swallow for the condition it's in.
Oh, okay. Because it's like
You've done enough damage to it, its throat is swollen.
works for me.
Well, I mean, it's just that you're too heavy
Uh-huh.
and too.
Because of the way it's.
Right.
Because of the way it's.
And
I've
you've been
damaged
cutting at
its
the
mouth.
muscles and. Yeah.
All right.
So well.
It kind of goes
Then there's-
slack in
well,
a way.
So then there's this sudden like shake.
Oh, you mean
and
like an
crush it.
impact?
Yeah. And then there's this extra crushing around you.
Ew. So my question is can I look down past my feet, and are we at such an angle that I can actually get line of sight on something other than the ground?
The ground currently is it. Although the ground is suddenly moving away from your feet
Okay.
as the entire worm kind of gets like pulled to the side.
All right. When I get line of sight on something that's anywhere outside of my feet on the ground,
There is a you can
and
see,
not
like,
in the other worm, because that's my only other prerequisite.
you can see a patch of dirt and earth further away from you.
I far step.
So you far step. electrical burst, and you.
I don't even care where I am. It could be bad, but it can't be worse than where I was.
As she looks down and realizes there's no ground below her.
Blink, blink. I would still first die.
So, Scott, the two worms have now locked into combat with one another.
Oh, that poor one that I
stay still.
sounds like a plan. I need to heal.
It only so you take a
Or hedge magic. I don't know. Is this thing? I need to know. Is my armor being damaged? Because if it is, I need to hedge magic before I heal myself.
No.
Okay.
It's thick, blackish ichor. Probably blood.
I'm going to heal myself first then, but that's gross.
Worm snot.
That's awesome. I'm so happy. I rolled a 1 too, you jerk! Of course, that almost refreshes my entire pool because I don't have a lot.
So, the two worms fight for a moment, and the one that had tried to swallow Monica is made quick work of. And it like thumps into the hard packed earth. There's a slight little of dust around it and flames. And the other one kind of. You guys are still currently standing still and not moving. You notice it like does a circuit, and then it sinks back into the ground and burrows away.
Yep. Tremor sense.
Yep, that's what I figured. I hedge magic this crap off of me. That was gross. Let's not do that again.
Boy. Well, now that we got a dead one.
Yay!
What do you think about the treads on it?
They're starting to fade, becoming more and more insubstantial.
They just sink in back into the earth, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously there is some power that is taking control over them. I'm not sure if it's just making them more agitated because I don't know what the animals were like before, but it's a little strange that there's specifically a path through here too. But the path is in the direction we wanted to go incidentally, so.
And it seems to be exactly the path that's marked on your map.
Ooh.
Do you think you can salvage anything from it?
Like what? Please don't tell me you're planning to make yourself new armor.
Knickknacks, doodads.
Because I'm definitely not doing that shit for you.
Because I'm started out of ciphers.
Ooh. Yeah, you know what? I
have been for a while.
I have been too, because the storyteller hasn't given us any, because the GM forgot. All right, let's see what we can figure out on this thing. Because I am also out of ciphers. I have one left. All right. And I start looking in it.
Okay.
Looking for, it's thyroid. I'm sure that'll be of value.
Actually, you don't see there's anything that you can salvage as far as that goes for ciphers.
Okay.
But as you're digging around through it,
it's got stuff in its belly.
Oh, damn it! It's discovery.
Oh, okay, good. You just never know with him. I find
vomits up a treasure chest on you. Bonk. Just like an anvil. Just like an anvil.
No, the discovery was the threads. And
okay.
The fact that it is somehow being controlled or agitated, that's definitely worth discovery.
No, thank you.
But as you root around and you find the remnants of several partially digested meals.
There are a lot more things out here than I would have expected. People meals?
People meals.
There obviously are other people out here.
But they're not people anymore.
Well, obviously, but...
It's just their gear.
Oh. So it's
And
been in there for a
only-
while.
And, like, you go in, and most of it is, like, no longer even remotely usable. You can see where there are bits of, shall we say, soggy leather, which you could pretty much pull apart with your fingers.
Okay.
You.
This worm does not have a very good digestive system because it doesn't clear itself out very well.
There
It
is
needs more fiber.
a long gun that is missing all of its wooden components.
Okay.
Broken rifle.
Yeah,
Broken rifle.
There are a couple of broken handguns.
Okay.
There is a enormous pearl, like the size of your fist,
Do I think that this thing's been making it?
lodged in its esophagus.
How is it swallowing then?
It's like just like stuck in the...
Oh, like in the folds or something?
Yeah.
Holy crap! I wonder if it's been making that.
We should kill these things more often.
I know. I'm gonna hang on to this.
You like do that? Okay.
Oh, and I hedge magic it
Yes,
off.
I mean that.
Yeah.
You like hedge magic on it off. You go rooting through it some more.
Yeah.
There are about a dozen of those pearls.
Oh, it is making them.
Whoa.
Interesting. Are they magical?
Hmm?
Are they magical? Or are they just pearly?
They seem to be just pearly, except one.
And? If I have to eat this, I'm going to be grossed
It-
out.
Well, you're not going to eat a pearl that
I was
big.
kidding.
This one's actually probably more like golf ball sized.
Okay. All right.
Actually, no, the magical one's probably more like softball sized.
All right.
It's bigger.
But they're all differing.
They're
Various
various
sizes.
sizes.
Okay. And what does it appear to be?
There is some sort of alchemical something going on inside of it.
Okay. Are they... So, freshwater natural pearls are typically not round. Pearls are only round because...
This anime, they're round.
That's fine. That's fine. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm
yeah.
asking.
They're usually round because they're polished down to be nice.
Well, they're
shapes.
actually they're seeded with round things, so they become round. The reason I ask is I wanted to know if I could figure out were these based on like things that it had swallowed and had just become
presumably.
Okay, but it wasn't possible to tell what it was. So what's actually making this one alchemical in nature could actually be whatever it was that originally it swallowed. And okay, that was what I was trying to get at.
Yep.
Well, we have some sandworm pearls. They're a little big for jewelry, but I don't know. I've never heard about these things, so... And this one does something, but I'm not sure what.
Well, we know someone.
Well, yeah,
You
I mean,
could-
I could
you could
study.
spend
I
more
mean, I
time
could spend
studying
more
it.
time studying it. I just don't have time right now. So we've got some broken guns. We've got a bunch of pearls. Anything else?
That's pretty much it.
Okay.
And the pearl does count as a cipher.
Okay. Softball cipher. Softball. Oh, well, here, you write down. Well, I've got one I have one that replenishes your speed to 8 points. Do you want to take your chances with that one, or do you want to take your chances with the softball sized pearl that we don't know what it does?
I use speed a lot.
Okay. Well, then I'll give you the It's an analeptic. Speed is replenished 8 points. It's a level 8. I've got a softball sized Pearl of something.
The pearl is a level 6.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Well, when I get around to studying it, when we get to sitting down, I will make that roll.
All right.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Well,
Should we go on then?
how close are we to dawn?
Dawn is probably another couple hours away.
Yeah, I just wanted to give that other worm a chance to leave. But if we've got time, we can travel. We should do that. So we continue to travel.
Okay.
However, it's 11 o'clock, and even though we've lost our stream about 16 times, do we want to take a break?
Let's take a short break.
Okay, that's all I wanted.
And we will be back in just a few moments.
I'm Monica Marlowe.
I'm Andrew Marlowe.
I'm ready to pee.
Me too. This has been Marlowe House Presents Legends of the Wild Waste. We'll be back in a few minutes or on the next reel.
Father John, bring out my duty box.
No.